Hi Pisces, this is Wishko the Ferret. Thanks for hopping into the Ferret Den where we're keeping things warm and we're keeping things cozy. Today we have a reading for you for April 3rd to April 9th. And the only thing to consider for this cycle is that we have a full moon in Libra on the 6th. So if you want to capitalize on those energies, if you want to figure out how it interacts with your sign, go ahead and check out your favorite astrologer anywhere on the web or in books or wherever you reach that information so you can do your little witchy things, your manifestation things, or just have a better sense so you can navigate, right? So the only other thing is that I have a Patreon launching late March, early April. I guess it is technically late March. So very soon it will be launched. So if you like my stuff, if you like my vibe, if you think I'm cool, go ahead, like, subscribe, all that jazz. That way you don't miss content from me and you don't miss updates about it. We're just going to hop right in, drop into your heart space, let the dust spiritually, physically, and emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you and which messages are for others. While you do that, I'm going to say my own prayer to connect with your energy. So thank you, angel guides. Thank you, spirit team, for connecting me with our Pisces energy. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for keeping our connection solid and protected. Thank you for keeping my energy protected. While I wait for guidance, wait to hear from the highest truth, love, and light. The goal of this, the intent, is to uplift and empower and heal our Pisces collective. Thank you for allowing me to do that, whether it's Pisces sun, moon, rising, or anybody else who happens to come across this message and is in need of one, anyone who feels called. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm seeing a lot of physical water. Some of you could be living near the water. That could be a confirmation message. Some of you too, also I feel like the message is to get out near a body of water because it can really feel, I'm hearing that this might resonate with only a few of you, but it feels like if you are by a body of water, going out and connecting with it, actively connecting with a body of water can help heal your spirit and can help send you messages that more individualized, personal, more of a guidance for what to do in your life. It feels very like a calming experience. At least for me it does, but I feel like for your energy it would just settle it. It would settle it a great deal. Okay. Dang, so a lot of these readings have been coming up with, I don't want to say until I get there. I'm going to wait. A lot of the readings have been mentioning something similar, something that I don't typically mention, and I'll bring it up when that happens. But so astrology dice, you have Pluto, Aries, and the 6th house. And how this is showing, what this is showing me is that you have some type of thing that you are rebirthing. It's either a project that you're doing or you yourself are coming out of a transformation and you are leading the way. Aries is kind of its new energy, new start. So it's something that has a new, fresh energy, something that has a lot of passion, a lot of drive, something I do feel like it's something like a project that's been restarted. For some of you, I feel like there's some kind of renewed interest in something, or you're waiting to see the results of something and it's getting you excited. There's something about some type of transformation or some type of energy has been put out there and it is returning in the manifestation of something that's coming back for some. I'm sorry, I don't know if that fully made sense, but they said something about haunting. So perhaps some of you have that's a symbol for me. I don't know if it's a symbol for you, but for me, I have a story that I know I need to write about something that haunts me. And for a lot of you, to me, that is my passion project. I know it's something that I'm meant to do at some point. And they're using that as a symbol to say that perhaps there is a passion that you have kind of let falter, or you've put it off to the side for a little bit, but now as of recently it's getting this renewed sense of passion. The 6th house, it's manifesting in your work house, it's manifesting in your health and your habits. So this could be something that you might have to incorporate a daily routine in order to keep up with it. This could also be something that is shown to be if you were kind of a little bit more on career, if this is less of a message, it does feel like more of something that you would construct a habit for to keep up with, or some type of passionate habit that you have, a habit that you are creating when you're pursuing this passion. And it's a good one. It's just adding something new to the mix that can keep your creative juices flowing, or something that is going to, whatever the situation, whatever this is that you're jump starting, is like going to develop some sort of habits in you, which is good. It's going to instill, I feel like for some of you it instills discipline. I really feel that with the Chariot. Whatever this is, whatever cycle you're undergoing right now, it does feel like that whatever transformation you're coming out of, the Chariot is very strong-willed. They're very powerful. They know where they're going because they understand difficult concepts, is what I'm hearing. They understand the difficult concepts. He has he has these sphinxes here that are both white and black. So it feels like, you have a light side, you have a dark side, you understand how they work together. It feels like a very yin and yang energy where you're keeping them in balance, and you're understanding that you make an impact. You step out into the world, every step that you take has a ripple effect and affects other people around you, and you know it. You know it, you're aware, and I feel like you are using it and you are moving with intention. The King of Swords, you have a very sharp mind. And it's not like, sometimes when I get this card, I feel like there's like a message here with a very structured way of thinking, but it's almost like you have a strong mind, like you have very strong capabilities, and when you set your mind to something, I know that you can achieve it. That's what this feels like. This feels like somebody who is like stubborn in the mind. That's not really even the shadow side. It does feel like it's more of a light side in this sense, because I feel like you have to have stubbornness in your will sometimes in order to keep pushing forward, in order to keep having that persistence in times where you feel like you don't have, like, in times when you feel like, when you have challenges thrown at you, when you feel like you don't have the strength, like sometimes it's the mind, like a strong mind will save you when you don't feel like moving forward anymore. And sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes your drive has to be what pushes you through when your mind falls apart. So yeah, we can save different parts of ourselves that way. But I feel like, again, this is like completely positive to me, because again, the center of your reading is the Three of Cups, and I just heard Spirit say chill. I just heard someone say chill. So really make sure that you are, I see the word joy. So celebrating more in life. This is like the Three of Cups is a very celebratory card. And whatever it is this week, you're just, I don't know, just make sure that you are practicing joy. Make sure that you're living in your joy, so that you can, like, when you're manifesting this week, especially with this full moon coming up, especially with it being RE season. I mean, it's the first full moon, I think, in, like, RE season. So definitely lots of power. There's lots of stuff that, like, in the full moon we let go of. And then there are things that, especially I don't know. I view full moons as setting intentions for what to create the next cycle. And I don't know, you can really ask and manifest anything at any point in time. But it feels like for whatever it is we're letting go, creating, just making that space, making those pockets of joy, help raise our vibration enough to where, like, with the law of attraction can actually work. And then we can actually start attracting the things that we want, because you actually start seeing manifestations of things that you want in the world if you are exhibiting such high positive energy, because that helps us live more presently. It helps us live more in the moment. And again, that's how manifestations come back stronger, is when we are living in the moment, taking action towards the things that we want to do. Two of Cups. So for some of you, this is one of those things. I didn't want to say it too early because I didn't want to jump into it, because it's like the fourth card here, and I wanted to talk about the other cards first. But you have the Two of Cups, and what I was going to say is I don't typically talk about love on this channel, because I'm very focused on, like, achieving your dreams, but like my goal or my vision is to help guide and move forward with your life in general. And love sometimes isn't always about, like, life isn't always about romantic love. Some of you, this could be embracing a soulmate connection. So this doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but it can be. It is a good time for romance, I feel. But whatever your energy you put in is what you're going to get out, because you have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is, if you're single, make an effort. If you're make an effort, go out, meet people. If you are currently in a relationship, that's fly, guy. It's fine. Like, whatever you want to do. It's a good time to lean into that relationship at this time. It's a good time to strengthen it. Again, it's the Wheel of Fortune energy. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. I feel like that's the case, even if you're not looking for love, or even if you're not really looking to indulge in, like, the one-on-one relationships in your life, whether it be a friendship, because our friends and our family and the people that we know in our life could be soulmates too. Not in a romantic sense. Soulmates aren't always romantic, is what I always say. So, This is just a strong connection, and this could be a connection with the self too. I mean, I really do feel like this is another person. I feel like this is indulging with another person. But if you're just like going complete hermit mode this week, which I totally understand, I do that too. This is a closer connection with the self. But again, doing the work, actually, like whatever energy you put out there, whatever this is, whatever this other connection is, it's with this. It's with other people, and it's with like, you know, it feels like it's just whatever energy you put out there is the type of energy you're going to get back. Now, this doesn't mean like love bombing or anything. This doesn't mean overload somebody with gifts and then expect something in return, like expecting that type of manifestation in return. But, you know, again, putting in the effort, like if you're trying to find it, go out and look for it. You know, if you are wanting a deeper connection with your friends or your family, going out and spending time with them, making those plans to go out and see that movie, you know, going out to dinner, or like, I just heard going to Speedway. I don't know. That's like a gas station here. So like for some of you, if that's going to a gas station or going out to like a quick rest stop, I don't know what you guys normally do. I don't know what your kids do these days. I'm getting old. What do I do? What do I know, you know? But it feels like I don't know. It just feels like, and again, if it's with the self, I mean, again, I'm not really picking up too much on the self because I feel like it's with somebody else. But if you are just focusing on the self this week, I mean, you do you, boo. But it definitely does feel like if it's with the self, then putting in the effort to develop a closer connection with your higher self is in order here. Main focus for this week. Are you okay? She's okay. That's my ferret. She's making hacking noise. They're always coughing over something. But anyway, she's okay. Your main focus for this week, Pisces, you have liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. Okay, I'm getting chills because I don't typically get this card. So the type of energy that's coming through is very strange for me, and I do apologize. It's going to take me a minute to sort through it. So let me sit with this for a second. I think in the most simplest of terms, you're really just not letting anything stop you. Again, with the Chariot, with the King of Swords, I do feel like if you are encountering like things that make you, I wouldn't say opportunities, but if you're encountering challenges, if you're encountering things that really want to break down your spirit, something else is carrying you through, like your mind, your will. I do feel like it's your will with the King of Swords, but it's almost like if you have a strong mind is what I'm feeling like. So if you do have a doubt or a fear, which is very normal, it's always going to happen no matter how strong of a mind we have. Nobody is singularly confident and focused. And I mean, I guess you can be for like a limited time, but there's always going to be something that pops up, Pisces. And you're always going to have that little niggling feeling down under of like a doubt, like, is this good enough? Am I good enough? Are my efforts going to pay off? Like, what's this going to turn into? I'm going to have to deal with it. Dealing with the unknown is something that people have a really hard time doing. I have a really hard time doing it. But you don't identify with these things that pop up anymore. Again, like you don't believe that they're you. You don't let it shake you because you understand, like, some of you could be a little squeamish. I'm hearing some of you are squeamish for whatever it is that you're pursuing. You're kind of like, this is not what I'm about right now. And, like, that's okay. But you're making it through. Like, you're totally going to crush it because you have a strong mind. Because you're not letting it bother you. You're not identifying with it. And I think that's important. Like, when we identify with our fears and our doubts, they have that much more power over us. And you can acknowledge and accept that they're there. I think it's the most effective way of handling your doubts and fears, embracing them, acknowledging them, and accepting them that they're there, and then choosing to focus on, like, you know, the confidence. And, you know, I always view it as, okay, well, you know, let's say, like, you know, like I was a people pleaser. So as an example, like I always, like, I wanted to express my truth, but I was worried that other people would break me down when I would say it. So I at least praised myself in the sense where I thought, okay, well, this shows that I really care about myself. This really shows that I want to protect myself and I don't want people to hurt me and my energy. But once you disassociate with that, I don't know, maybe disassociating is the wrong word, but once you don't identify with those fears anymore, and once you say, okay, but that's not me, I'm not shy, because I can choose today to not be shy. And as soon as we speak those words, it becomes our truth. So words have a lot of power here, and you understand that, Pisces. So you are taking like accountability for your words, like the words that are spoken. You are trying to cling to your highest source of truth at this time. And when before it might have been tough for you. You have the miracle of prayer, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. So I always share this story because Kyle Gray always shared this story in my studies and in the Angel Guide course that I took with him. Currently taking, actually. I'm almost finished. But he had said that, like, the story of Angel Fawn is that he takes your prayers, he will listen to your prayers, and he weaves them together in this wreath, and then he goes up to heaven and delivers them to the throne of God, to which God, I guess, takes them and then answers the prayers. And you don't have to be religious in order to associate with archangel energies. I am not religious, and I do use God sometimes, but it's more of like a universe, source, love, truth type of vibe. But I don't view it as him, and I don't view it as more like a biblical sense. And it's okay if you do, but it's also okay if you don't, because I know like religion can be like triggering for some folks. I had to do some major healing with religion myself, but there was like this card is basically saying that your angel guides want to hear more from you. Your guides, you don't have to pray to angels, but I mean, like, this is just your guides or your energies, your positive energies on the other side. Your guidance is to ask more from them, because sometimes, like, they'll intervene, like, when necessary, but they would be able to help you more if you asked for them. And they also want you to, like, there's something here about, like, your intentions being clear. And I'm seeing an apple. To me, that feels like, being a teacher, perhaps. Okay, not that you're being a teacher, but it's almost like you are learning something. Learning something or being a teacher for somebody else. It's something about connecting with your higher wisdom that they're sharing with me. And it's also just the process of learning, like perhaps asking them for assistance on like the kinds of sources that you can get, or like maybe they can send you sources or different mentors that you can work with if you are learning how to drive, for example, or I don't know why that popped up. As somebody who doesn't drive, probably that's, but or for learning how to play baseball, like, they'll be like, angels, please show me a mentor to help me with baseball. Or please, angels, show me a sign for, who I can, learn my mediumship abilities, or like how can I practice my mediumship abilities? Please send me somebody who can help me with that. And then actively, like, putting in the work to look a little bit, but then, like, they will speak through your intuition and help you. And sometimes, like, it does happen in, like, really magical ways where you don't put in any effort, and then it's just in your face. And you're like, oh, like, that's so cool. I'm so glad I received that. Like, I just heard the Lord works in mysterious ways, but I never say that. So maybe some of you are religious, but like, I mean, angels, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, life does work in mysterious ways, because you can't tell me that all these coincidences happen back to back. There's no way. I mean, all these synchronicities that happen back to back, they're there for a reason, and your angels are letting you know that they're there, they're present, and they're guiding you, and they're waiting to hear from you, is the message of that card. You have a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Again, excellent for love if you are looking for that. If you're not, this is just, it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like a generic message of this is the start of something new. This is the start of something beautiful. And you're just ready to kick your heels in and just go. Like, you are ready to just roll with it and move forward. Interestingly enough, a lot of other signs got this same exact card popping out. A new romantic cycle begins, the new moon in Libra, which is interesting because we have a full moon in Libra. So I love that, I pulled from Moonology because I like to honor the fact that we have a full moon this week. Me, I always love to celebrate the moon, so I had to throw it in there. But it does feel like, it just feels like the start of something new. It feels like, again, whatever this new Aries energy is that's on your astro dice, whatever this new project is, this new passion, whatever is being reignited or started or rekindled, or whatever the case may be, like whatever is rising up within this time, it is the start of something beautiful. Your guides are all here for it. I'm all here for it, and I'm just so excited for you, Pisces. Like, that's just awesome. let me roll the angel dice for you real quick. I'm sorry, Pisces. Like, oh my goodness. Sorry, I don't ever like really yawn during readings, but that just hit me like a freight train. Okay, wow. I just got really drained. So I'm going to roll the angel dice for you, and then I'll send you on your way. 588. I'm pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. Sorry, I heard something, and then I tried to see if there was more to that, and then it kind of like stopped, and I was like, okay, that's fine. We don't. It'll come back if it's important. They were like telling me that something was going to be long, and I was like, what's going to be long? Maybe the cycle itself is going to be long, but it was like kind of like a little like they told me like in terms of like, oh, warning, but like not in like a bad way. It was like, oh, just a heads up, like that's what they meant by like warning, like in like a chill way. But they were like, oh, heads up, this cycle's gonna last a while. So maybe that's the message for some of you. This new cycle that's beginning, it might last a while or it might take a while. And like it might be kind of exhausting if you're like pursuing like a big project, but it will be very worth it in the end. Like it'll be done. Like if you are worried that if you start something you won't be able to finish it, because that's like, as a Pisces moon and rising, that's like the story of my life, guys. Like I'm so worried about not like finishing something. But if you're worried about starting it and not finishing it, this is something that will happen, or like it will go on for a while, but like it will eventually like be done. Like you will be finished. So stick to the plan. Like stick to what you want to do. I'm feeling such a rush, like a strong, empowering energy right now. So I really do feel like y'all are gonna get this like intense focus or this intense drive going on when you're doing it, and it's just like it feels so purposeful. Oh my goodness, my clairsentience has like never been so like up before, y'all. Like it feels like you will have this drive, you will have this strong focus on whatever it is that you're pursuing, and it's just gonna be like, but like you're gonna knock it out of the park. It might take a while, but you're gonna freaking get there, and it's awesome. So 588. Like a phoenix, you are in a powerful state of change and transition and rising high above what once held you back. Spread your wings and soar. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's going to be the title of this. Spread your wings and soar, Pisces. Okay, one more time. Like a phoenix, you are in a powerful state of change and transition and rising high above what once held you back. Spread your wings and soar. With that, Pisces, thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your energy. Thank you to your spirit guides and your angel team. Thank you to my spirit guides and angel team for helping me connect with your energy. I love, love, love it. I love, love you. I hope you have the best week, and I'll see you next time.